guys, I hope you all had a great weekend. Today we need to have a look at a stock and more importantly, a methodology that is embedded in what we're going to talk about today as it regards to general stock trading, but particularly regarding to this stock. And the stock is NVIDIA, ticker symbol NVDA. I got a lot of questions about this stock. The stock is up like I think 150, 60% or so year to date. It's a massive rally. It's one of the very best performing stocks in 2016. Let's have a look at it. I'll kind of tell you where I think the stock is at, but more importantly, what sort of the general thing to do is, or the high probability thing to do is, in a situation where a stock like this has rallied so strongly, what do you do? Do you chase it? Do you wait for it to consolidate? Do you short it? Let's have a look. Okay, so here we have shares of NVIDIA, again, ticker symbol NVDA. And like I said in the introduction, stock is higher by about 155, 160% year to date, so a very steep rally. Now, there's a couple things to keep in mind. Yes, the stock has had and continues to have a very steep move, but for the most part, except maybe this last bit here, which we'll talk about in just 1 minute, the incline this year has been orderly. We can draw some very simple support lines, and you'll also see that the move has actually more or less held along its 50-day moving average. That's that yellow line down here. So the entire move has held above that moving average, and in fact has acted as support since September. So we had a couple successful retests, and from that perspective, it's difficult to argue that this has not been orderly. However, we're now getting to a point where the stock clearly had a very big up gap and rally. I think it rallied something like 30% after reporting earnings late last week. So that's late last week, the first week of November 2016. And you can see we are certainly overshooting. So, what I always tell my students and Clubhouse members that yes, it's entirely possible for a stock to ultimately get into what I call a range expansion move, which is to say that it would start basically building a new range to the upside, but you can see this is basically a vertical leap. So we've basically, by all definitions, this stock has taken a very steep slope for the year to date. You can see this by zooming out a little bit into vertical overshooting mode. In my nearly 20 years of doing this, I will tell you that the odds of the stock accelerating or continuing to accelerate at this rate is nearly zero, okay? Particularly after the overshooting move that we just had. Now, again, that doesn't mean that you have to necessarily short this stock, but it does mean that if one is long the stock, this is a really good spot to take some profits from a tactical perspective. If you're long for fundamental reasons, you want to stay in the stock for the next 50 years, that's a different story. But if you want to be tactical and you want to actually exercise risk management, I think a really good opportunity, this provides a good opportunity for us to be taking some profits. Now, if you want to be more tactical and you don't have a position on this, I do think there is an opportunity to maybe try the stock a little bit on the short side with a small size position, the actual stock itself. Or, I think this is the higher probability thing to do, if you want to generate some income looking out, say, into December or so for the year end, maybe you want to generate some trading income into year end 2016. Maybe one thing to do would be to sell some out of the money call spreads in this stock, which is now by all definitions, like I said before, gone vertical. So I don't think that the trade here is to chase the stock, that's for sure, higher. So I don't think you want to buy it here, but I do think taking some profits, maybe a shy short in the stock itself, or like I said, I think the best thing to do here from my perspective is to sell some out of money call spreads, wait for the stock to maybe just kind of trot sideways a little bit. Maybe it's going to correct a little bit lower, I don't know, but I think it's very difficult for the stock to continue to ascend at this rate. So that's a general rule and a general principle that I apply in trading, and I talk about with my Clubhouse members every single day. So I hope this makes sense, guys. Please like the video, follow me on the YouTube channel so as to help me grow the channel, and I will see you in the next video.